know what I'm saying? What's today? Wednesday. Today is What You Mean Wednesday. Shout out to Big C's. Shout out to Big C's for that one, man. That's what you mean. What you mean. What you mean. A Richie Millie worth a millie. What you mean? That's inspiration, yo. From a cool little dude, man. Named Big C's. If y'all aware who he is, good. Y'all got the honor and the pleasure, you know what I'm saying, to watch something in the greatness, you know what I'm saying, future in the making, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't hip, you probably want to get hip. Um, Lil Shawty so inspirational, you know what I'm saying? I love all these new little kids that's just getting here, you know what I'm saying? That's how I refer to them, these new little kids. Cause they nothing like us when we was growing up or whatever, right? These little kids, man, they act like they been here before. They babies, but they got older souls. You know what I'm saying? They grown, they mature. Sometimes they more mature than adults around them. You know what I'm saying? But I love their energy because, for one, having a special child, you know what I'm saying, with such a humongous personality, like my kids is great. Every parent should feel like their kids is great. So I definitely feel like my kids is great. I take pride in my youngest. And all my kids, you know what I'm saying? I used to always just, I could look at them like I could read my kids, you know what I'm saying? I could look at them and just tell what's going on, where they at, and all that type of stuff. That's why me and Stink was like this, you know what I'm saying? We could communicate nonverbal, you know what I'm saying? That's when I knew my daughter. I knew Shaw. That's when I knew Shawty was on something. See, they trying to play with my internet. Ain't nothing wrong with my internet, Bob. You know what I'm saying? That's just the wild, goofy activity that folks be trying to be on out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, I know where my world went disastrous at. You know what I'm saying? When I came home after going through, that's why they say new levels, new devils, Holmes. When I went in and put in the work, when I said enough is enough, and I went to, you know what I'm saying, be the one to break the generational curse, and I went and got my mental health check. Why sitting in there, right, when I got my mental health check? Why sitting in there, right? One of the staff members had on a hoodie, and that's when a light bulb went. One of the staff members had on a hoodie, and that's when a light bulb went off in my head. He had on a Harriet Tubman hoodie, and the quote on the jump said, "I would have freed more slaves only if they knew they were slaves." And I said, dang, that's how God work, man. So impactful, Holmes. So impactful. Because here I am sitting on a mental health unit. And at this time, when I peeped this hoodie, I'm at the end of my journey on this jump. So I'm about to get up off of here, you know what I'm saying? I done got my upgrades, you know what I'm saying? My changes in life, my change of perspective and point of view. So I'm ready to proceed forward and move forward, you know what I'm saying? But I got it. I was like, damn. That's what Harriet Tubman was talking about, because I done grown to the age now that I'm able to read through just what on the surface, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll say things, but they messed up in school when they told me about metaphors and similes. So that's when I knew I had to read between the lines, you know what I'm saying, to fully understand stuff. So when Harriet Tubman said I would have freed more slaves only if they knew they were slaves, she was talking about that mental enslavement. She wasn't talking about the physical. Mentally, people don't grasp the power that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you living on this plantation, right? And just like at anybody else's house, you know what I'm saying? When you live in somebody else's house, you have to go by their rules. You dig what I'm saying? That's why parents used to always have that power to threaten you. Yeah, that's all right when you turn 18, because they say legally, you know what I'm saying, they was held accountable for you till you turn 18. So any parent or any child that grew up like that, I knew they ain't grew up in a fully loving home. It's like, nigga, the people was treating their kids like it was a job. Like, I only got put up with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a sentence. You know what I'm saying? Once they turn 18, they out of there. So boom, I ended up on, you know what I'm saying, my folks' will. Unbeknown to me, I know my father said something like, when I turned 18, you know what I'm saying, something. This was a minute ago. But you know how motherfuckers be talking and like you hearing but you don't hear him type shit. It was one of them situations. So the whole time, this Bam ain't I ain't lived with the nigga like I lived with the nigga twice in my life, and now it makes sense why. In the 4th grade, I had to go live with the nigga, and then they had put me in a school called James Ryder Randall, which was weird as shit because ain't nothing wrong with me. But in James Ryder Randall, it was a rack of handicapped kids over that junk. You know what I'm saying? Like people in the wheelchair. It was people with cerebral palsy. Like I don't even know how to correctly pronounce the name, but I remember, you know what I'm saying, Rebecca, because she had it. You know what I'm saying? And aside from her condition, Rebecca was cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, I went to school with a kid with no legs. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the 4th grade, so you know I'm analyzing all this. So I'm looking like, damn, he ain't got no legs. At recess time, he don't get to have fun like us and shit, right? But shit, come field day, my man got to show out. I ain't never forget that day. They had the little mud puddle. We all got to swing across the joint on the Tarzan swing. Guess who got to show out that day? My man from the wheelchair with no legs. See, we ain't know then, like I know now, people that's in the wheelchair got upper body strength, you know what I'm saying, strong as shit. That one day, my man wasn't handicapped no more. Yeah. So, early in the game, I stopped judging people by their cover, even down to parents. My relationship growing up with my father was, and it was the same with my brothers. Only time we seen him is when we was getting, you know what I'm saying, in trouble. School call. If the school call you got suspended from school, that meant a whooping. I stayed suspended, stayed having somebody from school calling, so you can imagine how many whoopings I got growing up. After a while, getting whooped with belts, extension cords, drumsticks, hairbrushes. Little kid punches ain't feel like shit to me. I couldn't hit my parents back. But that first kid that said something in class, his ass was mine. So I grew up with built up anger and shit. And you know, a lot of people ain't get the experiences that I got in life. I knew judging a book by its cover, you was always gonna be a target for a sleeper. Sleepers ain't nothing more, you know what I'm saying? Don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. A sleep ain't nothing but a dream chaser. Most sleepers are bullies because they judging a person out of parents, not even knowing what's up with them for real, for real. And most sleepers get surprised. So I never felt like I had to uphold an image or nothing. God wouldn't have it any other way. He knew what he equipped me with, so I didn't need all that other stuff. I ain't need the pretty boy image. I ain't need to be the flyest in the class or everywhere I went. I ain't need to be the richest. Because what I had with money come by. So man, I'm emotional this morning because I don't know. I just be having real life hate for sucker shit. I can't stand sucking shit like that. Shit give me my feelings for real. So I told you I only lived with my father 2 times in my life. In 4th grade and when I was 15. Both times was never because he wanted to be a father. It was always a high plan and a scheme. I ended up at that disability school because they was trying to make it like I had a fucking disability. Trying to make it seem like I was crazy. Put me into this little program and all that type of stuff. Put me on Ritalin. Ritalin did nothing for me but help me sleep, you know what I'm saying, a lot of my childhood away. I was taking medicine 3 times a day. 1 pill in the morning, another pill at 12 in the evening, and then another pill 4 o'clock at night. My brothers and them was going outside to play. When I was drugged up like that, I was sleeping. I was going to bed early. And I was back up in enough time to take another pill. It ain't dawned on me right till I got older. And I found myself, you know what I'm saying, I lunched out in the jail. Because, you know, I just did 7.5 years. And the judge just played with me. The judge and the probation system just played with me. I just served all that time, Slim. Came home. I'm still dealing with issues, PTSD. I got an alcohol problem. It was after I lost my daughter. Alcohol was the only way that helped me stay cool in that jump. Because what my head turned to, I probably was going to be on some prison massacre shit. God knew that situation that happened with my daughter, I couldn't be home for that. He knew how I was going to carry that. See, I'm a realist. I know if I would have had to make that call and tell my baby mother's side of the family that something happened to my daughter and she ain't make it, but I'm still here, it wouldn't have been no understanding. So initially, my heart was cold. I didn't understand then why I had in my heart, you know what I'm saying, the one to cause harm. But now I know. I know the power of words. I know spell work, curses, and all that type of stuff. If anybody go back, and the first time I read the joint, I knew that right at that very moment, that's when Slim fucked up. My daughter's name is Darnia Rayana Schweitzer. Schweitzer is her mother's last name. Any real street motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, or anybody from the West, that's why that name sound familiar. My baby mother, father, is another DC legend. Darnell Schweitzer, aka Fat Schweitzer. A lot of niggas know him. Various reasons, different reasons, whatever. The story goes on. Fat Schweitzer was best friends with Wayne Perry. So you know, if you know, Wayne Perry ain't just have any old body around him. So birds of a feather flock together. Prior to me, you know what I'm saying, meeting this young lady and all that type of stuff, I ain't even fully know her history. Neither did I even understand the reality of spirituality. I just knew I grew up in church, but I didn't know how to cut back when I was in the wrong company. Truth be told, you know what I'm saying, that baby, you know what I'm saying, probably was never supposed to be. You know what I'm saying, if I was thinking in one aspect, you know what I'm saying, as far as worldly. But then on my other aspect, especially when I was just having an interesting conversations with the ladies up in 7-Eleven when I went to cop my coffee. They was complimenting my chain, was saying that was so cute. And they said, I see a lot of people wearing them. I said, yeah, it's for memorials, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us done lost somebody, so they always with us. And it was like, oh. And it just brought back memories of that day. Everything has signs. If you listen, you'll see what it say. That morning, before my daughter left home, she kept singing Trey Songz song to her moms. She said, I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now. But I'll be back to hold you down. For the longest, I couldn't even listen to that song. I felt some way with Trey Songz and everything. You know, that wasn't even his fault. So, my baby mother and them, they go out the south side, chilling around her people's jump. They moving around, doing what they doing or whatever. My daughter wanted to go, she wanted some French fries, her favorite. So they about to walk and go get some French fries. They was about to go another route. My daughter wanted to go this way. So everybody like, whatever. They going that way. So they walking, then they finally get to the street, South Capitol Street. Right there near the AutoZone. A family friend is carrying my daughter, which off Bucks was a problem for me. She was dead wrong. At this time, that's when the beginning of shit really started, you know what I'm saying? That's when Bama's really started being on, when they separated from their baby moms. I don't want my kid around nobody else. And then motherfuckers made it like they was wrong. That day, my baby mother wasn't even carrying my daughter, and then she had the nerve to say to the Bama that was carrying my daughter, don't get hit by no car with my daughter in your arms. Shortly after her making that statement, Shorty got hit by a car with my daughter in his arms, and his arms flew open and my daughter came out, hit the windshield, then bounced off the car, rolled on the ground, almost went into the sewer until somebody stopped her. Life is funny, man, and God working mysterious ways, Holmes. I'm up the road at this time, 2006, February. Beginning of the month. See, I'm a militant ass nigga. I roll with the punch. When I went up the road and they said put in the phone list, I ain't even put in one. I ain't had no intentions of playing the phone. I was trying to focus on my time. Fuck what they was doing back home. This particular night, it was Friday. On Fridays, everybody hang up, you know, because it was movie night. If you ain't never did a prison bid, movie night means, you know what I'm saying, that the police, you know what I'm saying, bringing an outside movie that we ain't seen and, you know, let us watch a up-to-date movie and all, because we don't have regular access to that type of stuff. So this particular night, they brought in, I can't remember the exact name of the wild movie, right? But it was that jump where the TV come on and then the jump just go fuzzy or whatever. And little, I don't know, some little fake ass jump, but the jump was whack as shit. So I went to sleep. And usually on movie night, after movie night go off, like every movie for the most part always went off at 10 o'clock. Because around 10 o'clock it's about to be count time. Also, that's when news come on. So bam, I'm asleep. So I didn't watch movie night all the way through, nor did I catch the news, because all the homies, we end up either at our own bunk watching our own TV, because we ain't open dorm at this time. So either we at our bunk watching TV, or we might be around one of the homies' bunk, and we all out that jump trying to see what's going on out the way. This night, I'm asleep. Then this the beginning of my bed, so I had a real, and I'm in the open dorm every morning. Every morning we get to go out to the weight pit, so I'm in my routine at this time. My body is getting up, you know what I'm saying, without somebody have to wake me up for real. This morning I don't get up, and I went to bed early. I missed breakfast and everything. I ain't even go to breakfast. And at this time, my commissary ain't long, so yeah, I'm making every meal. So boom, overslept. But I don't know, I overslept, you know what I'm saying? It's Saturday. So boom, everybody ain't pressed to be up on Saturday. Niggas be acting like it's a, cause the weekends is dead, but Bama's act like they, well, some, I ain't gonna say they act, people got jobs and go to school and all that. So yeah, niggas wanna lay back and sleep in a little longer, you know what I'm saying? I get up and get dressed as if I'm going to yard, not knowing yard time passed. Like the unit is just so off. Like time, this is where I can stamp that. In some cases, time stands still. This was really a standstill time. Like any normal activity that was going on was not going on this day. You know what I'm saying? And that raised little flags to me too, in little ways, but nothing to make me super alarmed for real, for real. I don't know. Like I always just been sensitive just to catch on to things or whatever, right? So I'm sitting in the chair. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the news. And this how God worked too, right? Like God, nothing is gonna happen outside of God's timing, Slim. I don't care who you is or none of that, Slim. Ain't nobody calling shots. Nothing happened outside of God's timing. I wasn't getting that information till God wanted me to get it. Point blank period. He wasn't gonna let it drop like that, because he already knew how I was going. He already knew how I was going. Somebody was gonna have to tell me something. Somebody, I couldn't find out that way. I was gonna mess my bed up if I'd have found out if I'd have just seen it on the news that I ain't got no phone list, and then you can't just go to the COs and like, I need to go. Yeah. So he worked that out, you know what I'm saying, for both of our benefits. You heard me. I ain't gonna lie to you. So boom, I'm sitting in the rec hall, I'm cooling. Then I hear bunk 39 report to the office. So dang, you know what I'm saying? My brain not even fully up and function, because it's still early in the morning. I ain't even got my coffee. At this time, I don't have no bag of coffee and shit, because I don't even think I made commissary yet. Like, I'm still waiting to get in the program of things. Like, I'm waiting for my money orders to land. I'm just keep looking at the commissary sheet of the shit I'm going to buy when it get here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even living yet, so I ain't got no morning coffee. I ain't even get to go over that junk and steal the little bullshit junk they give you in the morning and rewarm that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, shawty, I'm from the hood, so I'm gonna make it do what it do wherever I'm at. So, but I thought the nigga called my bunk. I ain't just moved, because last thing you want to do, I don't know, I ain't one of them goofy niggas want to go to the office like, you call me and they ain't call you. I'm like, damn, what's up with you, Slim? You know what I'm saying? No, so I just cooled back. I'm like, fuck, if he called me, he gonna call me again. Like, ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Like, he gonna have to get me. You know what I'm saying? He looking for me. So, boom. He did. He called the John again. Bunk 39, report to the office. So I report to the office and shit. So his look, like, I size everybody up. My father told me to size everybody up. I size everybody up. So I size him up and shit. His body language ain't right. He was like, hurry up and get dressed and report to the office. So I'm like, alright. No, he said, hurry up and get dressed and report to the chaplain office. So I'm like, alright. So I'm looking around. I'm like, dang, if it was service, they'd have just made an announcement. Everybody be going. I ain't signed up for nothing at church, so why they calling me? So boom, I did tell somebody I played the drums, so maybe it's a drama audition or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think positive. Definitely not the worst, but it did click in the back of my head like, shit. When I was down Marlboro, a little nigga got called to the visiting booth, said a chaplain come to see him. And my man who I was working out with, he was from up New York. Shout out to BX and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's still down here, because when he came home, he was fucking with some little Jones out Maryland and shit. You know how them New York niggas move. So yeah, youngin' was like, man, I hope everything good with his peoples. And I was like, why you say that? That's my first bed. So he was like, man, anytime you on a bed and the chaplain need to see you, they usually come to see you to bring bad news. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might have passed away or something like that. So I'm like, damn, hope all is well. Lord Shawty come back out the joint. He was our little workout partner. Lord Jeff, if I'm not mistaken, Lord Jeff, Lord Short. Youngin was funny as shit. He was a cool little nigga. He was a little skinny, little small nigga, long ass dreads. And he walked like he had a big chest and shit. But that nigga was small as shit, young. But I fucked with little homie. Little homie had heart, you know what I'm saying? And little homie mind was on right. Shorty was trying, you know what I'm saying, get his motherfucking weight up. He didn't know how that situation was going. You heard me. But they called him to the chaplain, John Mayan. Told him that his mother passed away, and you know, the house, you know what I'm saying, left to him. He got signed papers and all that shit, but he locked up. It was just a mess and all this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And so when I got my fucking call to go to the chaplain jump, you know, that clicks in my head and shit, like damn. So I go around the jump. Soon I walk in the jump. The chaplain officer, I give her my pass, and she was like, all right, I'm gonna let you know he hit. So boom, her energy wasn't right. Then there was somebody back there talking to the chaplain. They put him out to speak to me. I knew something wasn't good, cause like, who the fuck am I? You know what I'm saying? That you need to put out whoever you was talking to, like my conversation is more important. Yeah, something ain't good. So now I just start praying that everybody all right. You know, you start thinking about people, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you just gotta put coverings over all your people. You can't single folks out like, well, I know this person live like this. I know that person be wilding, and I hope they ain't nobody do nothing to this person because of me. You know what I'm saying? You don't think about other little shit. I know I wasn't expecting the news that I heard. I ain't never experienced nothing like that, like playing around, doing some dumb shit. I killed a dog, you know what I'm saying, at a young age, drowned the dog. So I don't even know if my shit really clicked with death like that for real. So when I went to funerals and stuff, like I grew up in church. I always been at a funeral, so that ain't really like, well, I kind of disconnected with that. Like I ain't even care for funerals. So when people die, like I don't know, I ain't catch it like everybody else catch it. So it was like I never cried over a death until, you know what I'm saying, my daughter's death. And for a long period of time, I thought I cried every tear that I could cry. For real, I thought I was all cried out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't expect to hear that news. You know what I'm saying? I go in the junk, bam, talking about your daughter, your child's mother was in a car accident last night and your daughter didn't make it. Whatever he said after that, I don't know. That's the last part I heard for a second. And then my world, like, it's like I was placed in the bubble or something. Couldn't really cipher too much. I stopped at the, you know what I'm saying, my daughter ain't make it. Like, fuck you mean? So whatever he was talking after that, I wasn't trying to hear none of that. He was up there trying to give me the regular speech, and that's why I started having an issue with folks dying, you know what I'm saying, when people pass away and shit, right? Like, I be so fucked up with this shit for real. Like, I don't even be knowing what the fuck to say because everybody said all the wrong shit to me when my daughter died. So now it put me in a fucked up predicament when people die. Like, I be lost for words because there's nothing that you really can say, you know what I'm saying? But hold on, for real. God love you and so do I. That's about it, Slim. That's it. Cause I ain't want to hear that goofy shit, right? I ain't want to hear this part of God's plan, Slim. Don't do that. Don't, not right now. Do not do that, Slim. Like, I hit you in your mouth telling me some shit like that, Slim. Fuck is you talking about? Don't tell me no bitch ass shit like that, Slim. I ain't trying to hear that. Now you trying to make me have an issue with God, Holmes. You trying to make me have an issue with God? Don't tell me that's part of God's plan, Slim. I know Slim ain't gonna play with me like that. Don't tell me that, Holmes. So I wasn't trying to hear that. I want to try to hear that. I cut my aunt off for that. She gave me a whole fucking long ass fucking sympathy card. I never wrote that bitch back, never said anything to her. Kill yourself, son. That's the wrong shit to say, you know what I'm saying? And now I don't feel bad why I felt that way toward her, because them bitches ain't never care about us, man. They ain't never care about us. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers play with not only my life, motherfuckers play with my mother, son. Niggas play with my mother her whole life. And that shit be pissing me the fuck off right now, yo. That shit be pissing me off right now, Slim. I swear, God know it, Slim. That shit be having my fucking feelings, Slim. Like, I slaughter her whole fucking, man. That shit be real life, had me in my feelings, Slim. But yeah, motherfuckers play with my mother her whole fucking life. My mother is the real life Cinderella. Yeah. My mother is the real life Cinderella. My mother didn't even grow up with her mother. She was raised by her stepmother, who was with her father. My mother last name is Young. Her father's name is Conti. My mother ended up, you know what I'm saying, with her father ended up with a Proctor. And Proctor, who later was married to be Ann Green. I guess she was an Ann Conti at some point in time. This chick just, and now she got another old nigga in her house. So Bama's, I see what's up with her now. I see what's up with her now. She a wheel hunter. She a wheel hunter. That's how them Proctors stay lit. That's what they do. They rough my mother father off, you know what I'm saying, for his land. My mother didn't know. When I asked her about the jump, she said, oh no, they had sold my granddad land, you know what I'm saying, some white people had bought it. I said, who told you that? And she said, that's what they said. I said, who? I said, your mother. And she said, well, yeah, that's what they told me when I came back from Georgia. I said, Holmes, all that shit was a fucking setup. They roughed you off for your shit. That nigga, my alleged father, he was just a plant. He was a distraction. My mother's a star seed. They blanked her mind out and shit. Now my mother have no emotions. She don't have no train of thought, no nothing for real. She's like almost like a robot, you know what I'm saying? Just come and go. If you say something to her, she just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Spell work is real, you know what I'm saying? She have like something that they worked on her brain, dog, that got that jump just shut down, just got her in robot mode, so she don't know what's going on. But recently I took her, you know what I'm saying, on a little day trip. I don't hang out with her much, you know what I'm saying? I took on her day trip. Said, let's go down here we used to live at. And in the process of that, I ended up on some old land. You know what I'm saying? Some property down that jump. Original land that was rough from our ancestors. And the tobacco making. And it started bringing back memories that my mother didn't even know she had. You know what I'm saying? Life is cruel, man. That's why that's why today's word is what you mean. You gotta question people like, what you mean, Holmes? I don't let nobody just say anything to me because I know folks ain't right, Slim. People, anything out here, Slim. I really despise, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people out here for real right now, Slim. Like, I'm so like nowhere with a lot of folks, you know, like I realize look at people like they anything, Slim. Like, Slim, you so like mentally gone, you don't even know what's going on for real. These people playing your face and you ain't even know it. You hear me? The fact that, you know what I'm saying, hey, don't get it fucked up. You gonna see me with some shit that look like designer, but trust and believe, they didn't get me, you know what I'm saying, like they got some other people. I know what's really going on. Let me help you to some real nigga shit. You hear me? Just to be clear, the same spot that Balenciaga, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all of them get their shit made by the same fucking people. Only fucking difference is, right, Some of them replicate shit is the shit that went through the machine and didn't come out properly. Maybe the joint just a little too stiff, you know what I'm saying? It didn't chop down correctly and shit, you know what I'm saying? The wrong material or something that was used on the motherfucking joint. But trust and believe, it's the exact same shit. Just one got, you know what I'm saying, pushed through and told, put this type of material on it over the other motherfucking joint. But it's made by the same motherfucking people, you know? It's just that if I'm investing in the joint, add this tweak and turn. Come on, pay attention. Go to Alibaba. They tell you little shit you can add to the joint. So now I'm making the belt without the shit on the jump. But if you want me to put Ferragamo on the jump because that's your company, bet I got you. So once I got hip to how all that shit work, I said, I'd be goddamn if I'm paying $300 for a motherfucking jump I could get for 20. You hear me? Because it's going to do the same thing when I really started thinking about it. In order for somebody to see my belt, you know what I'm saying, unless I got, you know what I'm saying, the appropriate clothes on it for you to see the belt, I got to do some Bama shit for you to see that I got a $300 belt on. So I was like, damn, that's not a good investment because most of my shirts cover my belt. You ain't going to see that junk. Only person going to see it, you know what I'm saying, probably a bra when I'm taking my clothes off, and that ain't long enough for $300 and shit. So the $20 junk definitely will work. You hear me? You only going to get a glimpse of the junk. You ain't going to get the whole fucking $300 worth. You hear me? So fuck it. I be goddamn. So I changed my perspective on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna wear any brand the fuck down unless I really want the shit, period. That's how I rock and roll. If I want it, I get it, but I never get it because that's the standard of what, you know what I'm saying, supposed to say you successful. I'm richer than a lot of you niggas, you know what I'm saying? It ain't got money to do with it. Cause look at what money do. Money causes problems if you're not mentally prepared to deal with them. See, when you get more money, your taste go up. See, when you broke, you learn real fast how to budget. In a lot of cases, you settle for less in a lot of things because you get what your money could pay for. But in the process of that too, right, you went through a chain of situations that you understand that certain things is worth investing in and certain things not. So yes, I spend more money in an electronic product that could reproduce and bring back more, you know what I'm saying, assets than I would in clothes, because a person like me, you know what I'm saying, I might switch out of clothes, you know what I'm saying, throughout the day, you know what I'm saying, I might be doing this, you know what I'm saying, doing that, you know what I'm saying. I don't know, just designer just ain't gonna work, you know what I'm saying, for me to be spending X amount of money on a fucking t-shirt and shit when I'm reckless, you know what I'm saying. I might end up in the woods somewhere, you know what I'm saying, or out here sweating, playing ball or something, or running around, working out or something, you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, like I switch my shit up and shit, and then it's not fucking important for real, you know what I'm saying, because when I was in prison, just a white tee, some clean jeans, and a fresh pair of kicks made a nigga the shit. You hear me? So to come back in this world, I understand that to feel good for myself, I don't need to buy, you know what I'm saying, wealth. I created within myself. Think about it. Before that Bama ass designer shit even came into our area, nigga, we had our own looking clothing line shit. Yeah, use this shit, you know what I'm saying? Walk around with a nice little $100 outfit, you hear me? $50 shirt, $50 pants, you know what I'm saying? Support one of our local brands and shit. Yeah. Because what the local brands do, you know what I'm saying? They reinvested in their companies and they brought us back some more fly ass shit to put on. So we always had some slick shit when we stepped out. So when you went to the Go-Go, you see that motherfucking hobo sticking out and shit. You know what I'm saying? You see the motherfucking all days, the we are one. You know what I'm saying? That's city life. You dig what I'm saying? Dirty laundry. Yeah. Motherfuckers don't remember dirty laundry. That's one of Landover's real first creators, for real. I ain't gonna say first because we gotta, if you gonna start talking about real, you know what I'm saying, creators, if you wanna give a shout out to artists and shit, and if you really wanna understand my inspiration and where this shit come from, then trust and believe I'm gonna come with my full documentary. But big ups to Big Homie that used to airbrush at Landover Mall. That's who inspired dog. He inspired all this shit. I don't even know Home's name. But I know every time I went to Landover Mall, I used to look through his photo album. And I was just impressed by his work. I'm like, damn it. Then he damn near airbrushed everybody. Like you was seeing him. Bernie Mac, Martin Lawrence, Steve Harvey. Cedric the Entertainer. Any celebrity that you could think about, they been in Landover Mall and they had they airbrush shirts and all that type of they jackets. Like, y'all don't remember when Bernie Mac was on stage talking about, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Yeah, that man had a airbrush jeans on and shit. Like, stop playing so much. Our history is way deeper than us. You know what I'm saying? Like the sound of our city, dog. Shout out to Big Chuck Brown. I don't think folks really know how big that is for us. To have a sound that took us our whole entire life. I mean, come on, shout out to Big Genghis. He's still doing it for us. The Ghetto Prince of DC really set a major wave for us. That's why couldn't nobody take his title. He really was the Ghetto Prince of DC. G did shit that a lot of niggas wouldn't have did. And I ain't gonna say he was the only one, but G stood up, you know what I'm saying, that really was standing on biz. G was, you know what I'm saying, a positive example to show you that a nigga from Hobart, you know what I'm saying, DC, uptown, Northwest, where a lot of niggas get killed, a nigga can't make it out and do something with himself. And he ain't have to do it, you know what I'm saying, running behind motherfuckers, chasing after a 9-to-5 pickup check. You know what I'm saying? Even if a nigga had a gig, nigga still was on their beds, you know what I'm saying? Nigga was rocking with Backyard Band, you know what I'm saying, doing this shit. Another well sound, you know what I'm saying, that represent this DC shit. So, Chuck Brown, Backyard. I'm talking about Backyard, go all the way back when AJ was lead mic. Backyard. So, shout out to Red Essence, EU, 9/11. They started setting the wave, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we can't forget about JY. We definitely gotta show love for JY. Kicking on the buckets, you know what I'm saying? Before they even had their own drum sets, you know what I'm saying? Just making it do what it do real live. That's the type of city I come from, you know what I'm saying? The inspiration was built on the inside and we let it shine. Where young niggas, you know what I'm saying, got their hands on some work and took care of the whole fucking city, Slim. I ain't lying. When niggas had their own fucking security forces, you know what I'm saying, we weren't letting them people cross the motherfucking gun line. And if outsiders came down here trying to take over shit, then we definitely had that pressure to apply. Shout out to WP. That's why they had to take them off the streets. I ain't telling no lies. See, when I scream out these people's names, I ain't glorifying the dark side. I know, you know what I'm saying, with dark, it got to be light, you know what I'm saying? Some people got to be yin and yang, you know what I'm saying, to make shit go right. Everybody have a job to play, and I'm totally cool with that. You know what I mean? If you a shooter, Holmes, go the correct route. Get your license, you know what I'm saying? Start your security team. I ain't say you had to be a police officer, man. Do your own thing. Use your fucking power, Slim. If you ain't fuck up your background yet and you could get you a gun, invest in a security team, Slim. Somebody about to be hiring one. Think outside the box, man. And what you mean Wednesday? I'm gonna get off this joke. I just got to rap it for a minute. What you mean Wednesday? Let that sit in. Anytime something don't sound right, you ask them, what you mean? What you mean? And in the back of your head, think of Richie Millie worth a millie. What you mean?